Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold and the Beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and Beautiful's Thomas-centric plot has gotten a major lift from the addition of Xander, and it has also sparked some intriguing debate over the events that actually transpired on Mulholland Drive that night. It also seems to potentially upend a few relationships and have significant effects on a number of the people on the canvas. However, one individual still has to be included in the mix. An already explosive situation was raised by about 1 billion degrees by the end of Friday's show. How? By having Finn declare that Thomas would never be with Hope as long as he breathes and survives. The word eternal was also added to the document for a little extra emphasis. And these are fighting words, as they say. It's fantastic that this puts Steffi's marriage in jeopardy in addition to pitting Finn and Thomas against one another. Because Steffi is highly protective of her brother, even though she believes Hope will hurt Thomas and wants to see their relationship end. When she hears the same threat that Finn just made, how will she respond? Since you can be certain that Thomas will inform her, hopefully not too long. And it will need her to make a decision about where her allegiances ultimately lay. Of course, there is still one more individual who hasn't been included in the mix. Come on in, Waffler, let's be honest. Liam is bound to learn about the scenario and soon after throw himself into the thick of things. Liam has been putting his pranks on the back burner for the past few weeks, allowing us all a little respite from him. The only issue now is whether he'll spend more time alerting Hope about Thomas or whispering in Steffi's ear about how horrible Finn is to be putting her in such a dreadful position. However, we must not overlook the fact that there is still a huge secret waiting to explode. Finn is unaware that Liam has kissed Steffi without permission several times. I really want to think that the writers are just waiting for the right opportunity to drop this explosive bit of information into the increasingly chaotic situation, even though it's entirely possible that they will never reveal that bit of information. After all, how many balls have been thrown up into the air and never come down? I do know one thing though. Liam will learn something the next week that directly involves him in the situation, and you can bet your bottom dollar that he will respond accordingly. Is Finn in danger? How Thomas will respond to everything that is happening around him is the most important question of all. He's handled everything so far with grace, from Hope's rejection to Xander's homecoming. In all honesty, it seems as though he is deluding himself on both counts or is wearing blinders. He doesn't appear to take Xander's charges seriously and believes Hope will accept his proposal at any moment. But when it comes to Finn and his threat/vow, I think he's going to find it much harder to maintain his composure. The cliffhanger from Friday will continue into next week, with Thomas and Finn shoving each other in the faces. This should be intriguing since, regardless of your opinion of the circumstances surrounding Emma's murder, Thomas is correct when he claims that he has no connection to the night in question. In the meanwhile, the program is handling Thomas's situation extremely cautiously. It's often said to us that he has changed for the better, and yet each time they want us to doubt the genuineness of that shift, they play the menacing music, which makes us, as viewers, question if Finn's resolve to protect Hope will endanger not just his marriage, but maybe his life. However, that is only true if you think that Dark Thomas is hiding in the shadows. Concurrently, at Il Giardino, why Bill chose to take Poppy on their first date at Deacon's restaurant is beyond me. Yes, I do occasionally catch him sitting out there to watch Sheila and give her the creeps, as he informed Liam. He is, nonetheless, a billionaire. Pizza sounds sort of low rent, since we've seen him whisk females off on his private plane or take them to his boat. Alternatively, perhaps he sensed that she was a wine and pizza kind of guy, which she certainly appears to be. I sort of like Poppy for bringing an edible on their date. I didn't really get the impression that this was a subliminal hint to a major narrative point. Rather, it seemed as though she was engaging in a routine that millions of individuals undertake on a casual basis every day. Additionally, it seemed exactly authentic for her persona. Although I enjoyed Bill and Poppy's vibes so far, I can't help but wonder if there's more going on here than the obvious revelation that he's Luna's father. And if that's the way we're going, one of them ought to have said it by now, doesn't it? You know, I've been doing a little arithmetic in my brain, and it seems conceivable. Random thoughts. Taylor needs to be there for Thomas with everything that is going on in his life. Yes, I'm still upset at the way that things seem to have transpired in regards to Krista Allen. Not only am I irritated that she didn't return on a regular basis, but I'm even more irritated that the program felt it was a wise decision. Actress Allen, who is nominated for an Emmy, was portraying a character who had a lot more promise than some of the ones on screen right now. Furthermore, I have no idea how they will continue to justify her absence from her children's life. This was one of those weeks where some words kept coming up. For instance, you should head straight to a detox center if you drank each time Thomas declared that the engagement ring belonged next to Hope's heart. Don't get through leave. Don't take the $200. Asterisk, the transition from 2 months of an entirely Eric-centric plot to the still-recovering father essentially being an off-screen figure who is occasionally referenced would be somewhat startling in any other serial opera. However, that is the style of Bold and Beautiful. The teasers for The Beautiful indicate that Eric Forrester will finally make a full recovery to go back home. Eric feared he was gonna when he fell at his goodbye party the last time he was at the Forrester home. Eric was able to be with his family once more because of John Finnegan's life-saving care. Regretfully, B&B spoilers indicate that Eric's recuperation will be a drawn-out and difficult procedure. There have been strong indications that Eric might not be exactly who he once was. Since quality of life is now a major consideration, when Eric leaves the hospital, it may come into play. Forrester Ridge doesn't want Eric to hold a grudge against him for going above and above to keep his father alive. But given that Ridge disregarded Eric's pleas to go on, there is a possibility. Naturally, there's a chance Eric will need to spend some time in a long-term care facility. It can take a while for Eric to return to his previous self, therefore he might need to stay in a specialist medical facility. However, the Forresters are extremely wealthy and could be able to arrange for any type of long-term care Eric might want in the estate. Donna Logan could decide to assist Eric in returning to his own house since she believes he would feel more at ease there. Eric's return must occur sooner or later in any case. When it occurs, some of the changes Donna is witnessing in her honey bear might be too much to handle. It's simple to see Eric become aloof and indifferent. Fans may finally see some of the changes that the program has been attempting to alert us to at this point. Eric may experience flashbacks to his earlier years when he danced and played the piano, particularly if his recuperation has made it impossible for him to perform such activities. That may irritate and depress Eric, but perhaps Donna and his other loved ones can help him remember what's truly important. The good news is that Eric is still alive and will be there for significant family occasions in the future. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric may face some difficulties in the future. Follow along for more on Donna's reactions. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.